Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde, and those who are here and those who are following this press conference from afar. And I'm sure you have heard or read through my report, my last report, that reveals how corporate profiteering and monetary gain has enabled and legitimized Israel's illegal presence and action in the little that remains of historical Palestine, the occupied Palestinian territory. What I'm going to tell you paints a very grim picture. In many respects, I could have written this report 2 years ago, and it would have been a fair exposure of the economy of the occupation, made of two pillars: a pillar of displacement, a pillar of replacement, held together by an ecosystem of enablers, from financial actors to institutional knowledge production actors like universities and even charities. So the system is such that today I say Palestine is a crime scene. And actually, if it were a crime scene, it would have the fingerprints of all of us through what we purchase, which company we choose to insure as an insurer for our car or our home, and the banks where we put our money, the investments we make, and so on and so forth. And even universities where we go, where we teach, of which we are alumni, including those who silence debate around Palestine, claiming that there is not enough balance when denouncing genocide. And by the way, both me and Agnes Calamar, for what concerned the appalling decision of the University of Bern not to host a debate, I mean, we were open to the university to invite any pro-genocide scholar they could find. It's their decision just to silence the debate. However, if the genocide has not stopped, it's not just because there has always been an economy of the occupation. It's because the economy of the occupation has turned into an economy of genocide. And so there have been people and organizations that have profited from the violence, the killing, the maiming, the destruction in Gaza and in other parts of the occupied Palestinian territory, because it's not that the Palestinians in the West Bank and East Jerusalem are having the happiest time of their life as we speak. In the past 20 months, while the Israeli army, and accompanied by settlers, was devastating Palestinian lives and landscapes, the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange soared by 213%, amassing over 220 billion in market gains, including 76.8 billion US dollars in the past month alone. So clearly, for some, genocide is profitable. So what has happened is that the infrastructure that was profiting from the economy of the occupation has transformed and assisted Israel in this evolution. The report I just presented builds on a database of over 1,000 entities that I didn't have the time to investigate with the depth and to analyze from a legal point of view with the rigor that I have for 48 companies, along with their parents, subsidiaries, franchisees, licensees, and consortium partners across the sectors. However, if you read this report as a list, as another database, which this doesn't, my report doesn't intend it to be, I would have failed. I would fail. My report exposes a system, something that is so structural and so widespread and so systemic that there is no possibility to fix it and redress it. It is to be dismantled. And, you know, had businesses and had the corporate sector observed due diligence, had it honored its commitment to do due diligence, even before October 7, 2023, he would have disengaged completely and totally from its entanglement with the Israeli economy. Because, first of all, it's a fiction that there is a line dividing, separating the good Israel within Israel and the bad Israel in the occupied territory. No, the economy is one. Israel's economy is one and one only, and encapsulates the